Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And in this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes, I am showcasing Roadblock from Mezco 112 G.I. Joe line. This is part two because the first time was so long, I couldn't really get into most of the stuff that goes with this bad boy. There's just so much. And, it's taking so long to open and figure out. It's just, a huge long mess. And I didn't want to cheat this figure by just, not doing the rest of it. So here's part two. As you can see, I definitely put on the different vest, which the knife goes into, and even started putting in the, the, the Modus on here, right? Different. It's a lot different from what it's close, but not quite the Modus that he normally carries on his thing. It's more of a modified, some kind of newer, modernized stuff. Now, I'm going to warn you about some stuff. While this looks great and detailed, I don't, and the moving parts, I don't feel that these are strong. Like, I think these things can break if you're not gentle. So please be gentle with these. Matter of fact, I don't even recommend that you guys when you guys pose with this thing, be careful because you might accidentally snap this plastic piece here because it's not that strong, honestly. Yeah, you could break it. So just take your time, relax, okay? But yeah, this is really cool. Now, I guess in this segment, what I'm going to try to focus, and you'll notice I even changed the head. I give him the angry face, and then and in the thumbnail, I give him the happy face. But what I'm going to try to do now, sorry about that. I'm going to keep this. This is what I'm going to keep him armed with, but I'm going to change his outfit out. Well, before we do that, let's mess with the Modus real quick. The parts that go with it. But yeah, I'm gonna give him the pack that actually wears the stuff for the Modus. But let's try to see how this weapon actually looks when put together. Yeah, yeah. This I had such a toygasm yesterday because of just how much fun I had, messing around with this thing with what we have so far. I didn't even go too in depth, but today we're gonna explore more stuff. Right here, the parts we come with a bunch of loose grenades. I don't know where we're gonna put them. I don't know how where. Okay, so I believe this is the first part of the tripod. I guess it goes here. That would be my guess. These got these hooks, as you can see here on here. We're going to see if we could put the tripod on, see if that's Joker works. You know what? Pause, unpause. I'm gonna, just instead of struggling, gonna get tools to help me out. So, okay, my guess is that these things go here. Trying to be careful. I don't know if it's supposed to be out like this or I'm a little confused. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be out. Like, I'm just gonna assume that this is the proper way, but I'm not gonna front. It is a little tough to squeeze it in there. Maybe that's not even the right hole, or I don't know. Let me. Yeesh. I'm worried it'll snap because this is not rubber, kind of like the GI Joe weapons. I'm beginning to appreciate the rubber weapons of the GI Joe. Okay, see, I'm gonna try other parts, see if it'll be more cooperative, or if I'm just doing it wrong. Yeah, as you guys can see, I'm kind of struggling a bit. Again, maybe I'm doing it wrong, and I'm supposed to. No, even if I did it upside down, it seems to not want to work. Hmm. I don't know, guys, and I dare not break this. So, hmm, yeah, I don't want to be rough with it. Okay, it's kind of getting in, but now I think my problem is if I try to get it out. Oof. Yeah, this is a little bit on the rough side trying to force it. Yeah, you know, you'll notice that it's not an easy in. It kind of, yeah. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but yeah, you'll notice that it's, you know, when I mess with it, it starts to not click in or whatever's. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't get the confidence. I feel the confidence in this. Yeah. Okay, so it extends, or you know what? Maybe it's because I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, it's got to be. You know what? I must be inserting this wrong. I'm thinking that the tripod has to go like this. Okay, there you go. A little bit easier, but it was still giving me a little bit of a hard time, though, folks. You know what I mean? A little bit of a hard time. Yeah, it still gives me a little bit. There you go. You can extend. Yeah, I don't know. I just the plastic quality is just kind of. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's gonna. That it feels like it could possibly snap if you know you're not doing it slow. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I didn't really super force my way into it, but you guys get the picture. All right. So that goes there. Okay. So this. Okay. This one here I think is for the middle piece here, so that when it there you go. See that? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it low because usually a machine gun is closer to being on the low than being high. So yeah, there you go. And you can put that like this, and oh yeah, you got to be careful with this. Look, I accidentally already misaligned this out of this. So yeah, be careful. Yeah, and so now it's Modus style, like the Modus. Hang on, let me lower it for you guys so you guys can actually see it. So now that's what we got. Modus is set up. Cool. Blast effects and all. Yeah. Brrr, brrr, cool. And of course, you guys could extend it. The tripod. Yeah. But it looks like it could bend so much. It just doesn't feel as sturdy as I would want it to be. So I'm going to keep it lower so it doesn't have, I don't actually snap or less chance of breakage, at least the way I feel about it when, this way. So, yeah, cool. So yeah, that's that part. Right, next, I'm going to put this back here. What I'm going to attempt to do next is try to do the backpack. Oh, gosh dang it. These grenades, they're all over the place. Okay, let's put it back. Yeah, careful with processing these grenades, and gosh darn it, I already lost one of them. Just, we'll go search. Yeah, that was a pain in the butt, guys, trying to find the, the loose grenade. Jeez. Yeah, when you're messing with this, I hope you guys have a lot of space and a lot of contrasts in the, because you can easily like lose trying to figure out where something is, Whew, the search. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna find a way to mess this up for myself again. I have a feeling because this thing just insists on being a little too smart for the likes of my. See, oof. Yeah, there's if there was only a place I could know to actually stuff the grenades in, an obvious place, there's none that I see in his uh in Roadblock's uniform. So what I want to try to do next is explore the this this backpack situation, because what we're going to try to do is make sense of this. I'm trying to be careful because I've seen others find a way to mess this up. Okay. So, oh, it's supposed to just, there you go. See how crazy that is. You guys gotta be very careful. I seen our boy D Amazing, really good reviewer. I love his stuff. Well, I didn't watch him do it, but he showed me how he butchered his this part of his backpack. The plastic here is very thin, and if you over push it, you could easily snap this out of position. Okay, so yeah, be careful. Um, so get the Modus parts somewhere here. All right, so this is where it gets tricky. This is most likely the last time that I mess with putting the tripod on this weapon, because this will, yeah, I don't know. I don't see him messing with this while the tripod's on. At least that's my vision of things. Yeah, this is, you guys can see me struggle with this, so I'm glad I did a part two, because yeah, this is one of these long, this would have been an hour long review. Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to be careful not to snap this, because the joints on this thing here isn't exactly the strongest either, folks, so be careful. Okay, this is a very expensive piece, man. I just feel like this is something you can't rush at all, because yeah, you do, you just like the instruction said, you might mess this thing up. So take your time. All right. Yep. Okay, so maybe I should there you go, put this all in here. I believe that this goes in here to block, or something to that effect. Maybe it's the hmm. There you go. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Okay, that goes there. And I guess this, I'm not sure where this is supposed to go, but I'm imagining somewhere here. And then the back pack. Right, hang on. Oop. Before I do that, close this, and then that, and then seal it. Or oops, I don't know if I actually sealed it. Uh, yeah, be careful, folks. You don't wanna. Okay. Okay. That's that. Hmm. Well, either way, guys, we have to be careful. You know, it's possible that what's really causing this not to go in properly is this thing right here. But nope. No, is it flush? Oh, why would it be flat? Okay. I think it's because I have to have this like this. Or, I don't know. Kind of confused now. Okay. All right. Now that it's flush. Oh, I forgot to. Jeez. Okay. Now that it's flush. There you go. Perfect. Now it's all in. Okay. Cool. Um. So this goes here. Oh. Okay. I have to be careful. So this hook here, it goes up. So you need the bottom things here to latch first, I guess, and then find a way to make this sucker work. So here we attempt to go. Oh, this already feels super flimsy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting stressed out thinking about how easy something like this could snap. Again, I'm beginning to understand why Hasbro does rubber instead of, some of this kind of plastic, because yeah, it's a little different. Right. Yeah. I don't know how I could get this thing to click unless there's like, interesting. because if that's supposed to, okay, maybe it's not supposed to latch on super hard, but I'm sorry, I don't know if it's supposed to latch on super hard, but I'm not confident. Yeah, like it's just weird. Like uh, you got to tab this in comfortably while simultaneously finding a way to make sure that the top part's able to thing too. Okay, there you go. There you go. Better. Okay, so make sure that the green is underneath the silver. If it's not, then you're not doing it right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good. Good. Now the problem is, did I make a mistake? How the heck do I unlatch? Is it really like a? It is. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. So I can strap this onto to our boy now, but I don't think it would fit well with this thing. We would have to fit it with just his wife beater, no combat vest in in this one. Yeah, you're gonna have to, when you guys take it off, you guys gonna have to do some yoga-ish stuff, yoga stretch. Yeah, when you guys remove and put on this vest. I watched The Amazing do that this morning. I mean, his video was out a while back, but yeah, I watch his stuff because his stuff is good. Oh, I forgot to, silly me, I forgot to gosh darn uh take this off first. Now I don't know if yikes. Yikes. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like this is not gonna work because these hinge on that, so it looks like we would have to take the leggings off of this, which is not ideal for me if you ask me. I would much rather them be, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to work because yeah, this backpack does not have the harness to support the belt harness portions to support these things. So looks like, yeah, if you're going to use the backpack, it's just not going to apply in this case, right? And you're using this backpack if you're going to use the Modus. Okay, let me get open this belt. Yeah, jeez. So the one part about this Mezco thing, while it's kind of cool, is the challenging part. Really, the challenging part is taking out the stuff from from the package. It's like a little bit of a maze, to be honest. Okay, so here we go. Uh, the belt. I think the both ends are the same in width and girth, and this has to plug into the side of the backpack, which I will be able to show you guys once. Yeah, I plugged it into the side of the backpack. Gonna Sorry about that, guys. Fumbling and bumbling. There you go. So if you're trying to get this effect, you're gonna have to do a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Will he end up looking good with it? We're about to find out. If so, I'm definitely changing the avatar, the I'm sorry, the thumbnail for part one to reflect this new look. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, since I can't really make I can't get um Roadblock to hold it the way I imagine you're supposed to hold it, like this, without it kind of bending the plastic on this thing a certain way. That's why you got to be careful. Look at how it kind of puts tension that way. It's not good. You know what I mean? It really isn't good. It puts a lot of tension on the plastic here. So because of the way it is, so I get less tension when holding it, like gripping it like this. So you guys are gonna have, like, even though it's not as aesthetically pleasing to do it, like, to do so, it definitely feels safer for the weapon itself to do it that way. I'm just saying, guys. I mean, you could do whatever you guys want. Obviously, you guys are, it's your collection, but uh, I don't recommend you guys do the top, style, because, or force it, because you might just snap the handle. So yeah, there you go. Good look. Um, there you go. Now he looks like he could do some extra damage. Yeah, I'll give him the blast effects too. Cool. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? I love it. This figure was a whole lot of gosh dang fun, folks. I really, really, really like it. Um, I guess I can show you guys, the stand really left. Let me just put him on it. Let's see. He has the bottom of his feet to go on there. Yeah, keep him upright. Premium fig for as much as he costs. I'm glad that he comes with this. So, or I could be wrong, and there's a better. This comes with this. I'm not quite sure where this is supposed to go. Uh, Bottom. I don't know. There might be some other feature that I'm unaware of, that I got to figure out. I don't know what this is. This is probably the plastic to contain, to protect him from paint rub. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this as is. You know, yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure where to plug this. If there's another uh, part of it, I don't know, because there's nothing obvious to me where this would plug into to for this to be useful in any capacity. I don't know, guys. Somebody inform me in the comments that know Mezco, what if I'm missing something, because I don't know what to do with this. Looks high speed, but what exactly does it do? You know, um, I don't see any other thing it could go to. So yeah, but yeah, this is what he looks like with his just minimalist look, wife beater. I did add the knee pads. Uh, Look, and it makes sense because you're gonna want especially if you're a Modus user, it's gonna look, his signature weapon. It makes sense for him to rock it like this. I love this fig. This fig is gosh dang dope. Now, Of course, he's not nearly as big. He's a lot attached, well, significantly shorter than the classified Roadblock, but I don't mind. I'm okay with Roadblock not being a giant. He could just be as he looks in scale with Duke to me right here, so I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? This works for me. Now, from my understanding, he does look smaller than Destro, but that's a Destro problem, not a Roadblock problem, because he looks like he matches well with our leader Duke here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Overall, what do I feel about this 112 scale ordeal? Final thoughts on all of this. Is it worth the price? I don't know. I just happen to have enough disposable income to play on this level. I can't really make that judgment for you. But if I had to pretend that I didn't have this and I was just messing with somebody else's stuff, I'd probably say no because of the how easily these things can break. I expect a toy of that price to be more durable, in my opinion. But I know who they're catering to. They're catering to adults and not savages that play with this. But still, when you're playing with the high, with you're paying for a high price, a premium price, man. You would like to think that they're using much more uh, stronger material for the weapons in particular. I could understand if the soft goods are the soft goods, because that's what the soft goods are going to be. But uh, the weapons in general, I expect them when you're paying somewhere around the realm of $100 for these things, that these things are more durable. But that's my expectations for what I value in the price point when it comes to these things. Um, the joy that I get out of this, priceless though, I gotta admit. But it could easily be soured by something breaking. I don't like breaking any of my stuff, and it's not easy to replace something like this. You'd have to buy another, especially since this is out of the market, another $160 version of this, unless you buy a bootleg, version. But I don't know if that's something that's been bootlegged yet. I know Punisher and Deadpool have for Mezco, but not Roadblock. Okay, he is a good figure. You will love him. But yeah, I love this. This is good. Yeah, I love this figure. This guy's just I'm enjoying myself, and I'm hoping that the rest of the Mezcos have a little bit that I get aren't as I don't feel the level of having to worry about breaking it kind of stuff, because I'm not gonna front. This feels very 3D printed ish, even though it's not, but it feels like it, and not in a good way. I mean, like kind of shapewayish. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if any of y'all remembered shapeways, but that's what that material feels like. And again, for $140 something dollars. Well, I mean, the initial price for this was probably $125, 125, but you get the picture. I never have to worry about a $30 GI Joe stuff to breaking. The only part that annoys is really when it comes to these things is sometimes these suckers have a really bad balance, really, and that the backpacks on certain Joes seem very loose and fall out of their backs. But other than that, for $30, it's really not much to expect. These, I don't expect it to be that thing, but I can expect it not to break. It just doesn't feel like it would, that it's a tougher to mess to break GI Joes unless you really, go ham on it. You know what I mean? And even though, again, these weapons, even if they're bent, you can easily heat gun that sucker to back into shape. There's no going back. It's if it's this is not rubber, the kind of plastic that you can heat gun back into shape. No, if this you overdo something, it's dunzo. That's the type of material this is. So yeah. Um, Again, this is not for the people who expect more uh, sturdier parts for the money that they're putting in. This might not be for you, but for the person that's more along the lines with delicate hands, the professional action figure, player, this might be for you because man, I gotta admit, I love the 8 hands. The 8 hands is really good. I love. Uh, I've gotten well, not love, but I've gotten used to and starting to love the soft good life. It's beginning to grow on me. But that's the one thing I didn't like about Mezcos at first. But I'm like, dude, I don't know. These things look so articulate, so good. I better give it a chance. And I have to admit, one of the things that I really love about these figs too is that I don't I don't I don't feel like this thing falls off balance as badly as a lot of the Joes that I get. Nothing's more frustrating than trying to keep something standing up. These Joes sometimes, man, this I didn't really have that hard of a time keeping stood up. It just balances well, you know. So yeah, final thoughts. If I had to give this a go for the person who's got the money and disposable income and delicate hands, cool. But for those who don't like to play delicately, don't want to get stressed out from worrying about things, possibly breaking, might not be the one. Or unless you're the type of person who just knows how to fix stuff. Like if you're a tinker and just know how to fix stuff yourself, then yeah, this is for you. You guys know how to MacGyver your way into into the hobby to be resilient. Okay, in the hobby. All right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of 112 scale military action figures takes the Roadblock GI Joe Mezco 112 scale. I know it's all over the place, guys. Part 2 video. I am your host Coco Smooth, the casual collector, and until next video, folks, ciao.